are going to have our first all body joining us. It's gonna be an epic number of episodes. We had such an amazing conversation with our first guest that it went on for 1 hour and 46 minutes. So we have to chop it down to a consumable portion. Finally, that day is here. Hapana chokumirira. Let's get straight into it. And then,
because all of a sudden, maybe it's age, I've started getting marks on my face and I'm getting freckles. Can you see?
You didn't have freckles before?
No.
You don't like them?
You know what? I think I've gotten to the space where I'm like, because I'm getting white hair.
I call those Jesus highlights.
Yahweh. What age? That's take it.
I'm such a... No, because it's just... Because they are mentioned in the Bible. Okay. Speaking about the white hair on it. Yes, it's a symbol of life lived. And so that's why I call it Jesus highlights. And I think there are highlights that are put in on your body. You don't go to the shop. You know, some of us, we buy the blonde hair, we buy the white hair, but this is Jesus who does it. The creator does it. So I call it Jesus highlights. Yes, it sprinkles some character. I love it. So I get one once in a while, somewhere here, and I get so excited.
About it?
I get so excited.
Nyashaà, it's because you're young, Nyashaà.
But I don't know if Josephine is going to talk about
Aiwa, if you're the same age as munhu wandakabereka
indakabereka omningi wangu was 13 saka kudhara taibereka tine and vaitangoberekesa mwana remember the whole thing so by the time I was 5
Nora was born when her mom she didn't live with us, but you know how kupereka Nora's mom was pereka.
But Nora's mom is younger than me though. Nora is younger than me though.
Oh, is
I'm
she?
36. I was born in the 80s, fam. She was 2 streams behind me.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm going to wrong pa TV. But nevertheless, atinombonyanya siyana edu zvekudaro zvekuti mungabva mati.
Of course. I think for me it was the shock. Yekuti, it doesn't feel like it was long ago that we had Auntie Rachel and Uncle Abe.
Yeah.
And they were like the grown-ups.
Yeah.
And when someone called me Auntie Josephine, guys,
it shook you. Oh.
I'm like, what happened? Why am I Auntie? But then you're like, yeah, actually, that's for me. That was a shock.
Where are you placed in your family?
I'm the firstborn.
Okay. So here's the thing. I'm a middle child. Right? And I like to say I'm a unicorn middle child. There are few of us middle children like me.
Okay.
Most, and stereotypically, and bless, don't think of it like this, but this is the stereotype. Feel forgotten, feel unseen, feel I'm lost in the middle. I'm like, so they're not watching. Okay. So I do what I want. I can be a grown-up when I want to. I can be a kid when I want to.
And you can get away with it.
Yes. I'm like, but when I want to, I can sit in the room and no one's going to go like, this is The other thing is I was born into a family. My dad had kids late.
Okay.
He had kids very late. So I have cousins who are in their 60s. So I've always been my nini. I've always been, and kwetes even pachirungu, I've always been auntie. So I have nieces and nephews who are almost the same age as me. So I don't think I ever felt that because of that. Because I've always had all age groups around me growing up. So
sure,
I've never felt the responsibility in an overwhelming sense because it's just I've always been my nini. So I've always carried that responsibility from a young age. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does. It's just, I think for me, so within the home context, as the firstborn, yes, because there's always you're the older one, you're the older one, you're the older one.
Yeah.
So there was always that expectation that you are supposed to lead by example.
Yeah.
If things need to be done, you should get them done.
Yeah.
So within the home context, I think I was used to that and I was okay with it. When I joined the River of Life family, I was a use it student, right? First year, you know.
So that was like
So you
your
walk in
opportunity
and
to
you are the kids.
that's
And everybody's
nice.
looking out for you and they're concerned. You know, and I think when we went to use it, then those were the demonstration days.
Do they still demonstrate these days?
I don't think
I don't think they don't.
I think no.
Do they even still have
Nowadays-
SRC?
They do.
Okay.
They do. It's
But
just
for
I suppose they
pageants.
have a different way of.
I saw Miss SRC misuse it, and the SRC is really involved in that. I was like, that is so
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's different. I think in our
is.
time it was. They made it seem like you were not very sure about who you are if you're dabbling in Miss something, and then wanting to be an academic.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of things, not even just that. There's a lot of things that we were made to feel bad about. I started embracing my girliness much later in life because in order for you to be a strong girl, you had to be tough. And so I shared this because I wear a lot of pink and people always acknowledge that I wear pink. And I actually say it's not my favorite color, but I had to learn to embrace it and love it for that particular reason because I used to see pink as a sign of weakness because I wasn't a girly girl growing up. And I associated that with a certain type of girl because of what society had said. So even if I liked makeup, one of my first serious relationships, the guy said to me, he used to say, I don't like makeup, I like long braids. So subconsciously, and we do that a lot as women, I would think that I like those things
because
someone has spoken into that. And then I'm like, no, actually, I think I don't mind makeup. I like it. And it's not being petty. It's not being so, which is why you find, especially when I'm in the local church, I'm very expressive about how I dress, but I also do it to give people permission and just the evidence that it actually is impactful. Last Sunday, someone came up to me to just speak to me, and they were wearing these beautiful earrings that were made of wood and they were crosses.
Right.
I said, your earrings are gorgeous. And she said, I once saw you wearing big cross earrings that had like gold crustings on them. And the following day, I went and bought earrings that looked exact. And someone else said to me that they noticed that I always wear happy socks. And it said so they said it brightens up their day. And they look forward to seeing what sort of happy socks
you're gonna be wearing.
Yes. So I it warms my heart because I feel like it's giving people permission to
just be who they want to be.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. I would take that for granted, huh?
Yeah.
Not realizing you're communicating in your outfits.
Yeah.
Saka maybe Zambia, maybe more people will show up. No, but you know what? It's funny that you should say that because I remember. So for us, I think because as students we always wore jeans and t-shirts when we went to church. In my head, that's the dress.
Yeah.
When I'm going to church.
Yeah.
And I remember going, so we went to church, but then I had an event straight after church. So I packed a dress in the car. And I could have just worn the dress to church. But it didn't feel like that's how you dress within the context of our church.
Yeah.
So anyway, I wear my dress on top of what I was wearing because it was cold there anyway. And then somebody said to me, you need to realize how old you are now. Right?
I was not expecting that.
So it you know what? It took a while for it to click in my head with what is she talking about. I'm like, okay. And then she's like, cool. Tights. I was like, no, because I went to church so I just figured, let me just put the dress on top. And well, you couldn't see that I was wearing other things and it helped. It was keeping me warm anyway. They're like, yeah, you need to stop dressing like you think you're 20.
They even went on to elaborate.
Yes, and it was like, go on to Google and look up what women your age wear. Guys.
Oh,
so you know what? For me, and please note, you've gone to celebrate somebody, right? So you're actually quite excited and you're seeing people you haven't seen in a bit. And
is this someone that you
yes.
know and was influential in your life?
Well, no.
But still,
it's part of family.
It was the older women in the society.
Yeah. So it was like, I need to remind you, you're not young, girl.
Oh.
You're now in old and we should be wearing African attire.
But you see, it's the whole telling people what to do. You see why I wear pom-poms? See,
you might as well wear the pom-poms.
I wear my pom-poms because who said that pom-poms are for little girls? And when I was a little girl, unfortunately, my mom didn't put me in pom-poms, but I really loved them.
And you know what? So they work. And I realized, I think because we're used to seeing you express yourself the way you like. Whatever you do, we accept. It's like, if I wore this hairstyle, people would probably be like, Jerry, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Because then they're used to seeing you typically walking around looking like a woman my age.
But I had to get to that place where I did it the first time and had to decide I'm not going to care what people said. So the first time I wore...
So you sincerely don't care what think?
I don't. I dress for myself, but primarily I dress for myself. But I also dress for others. And what I mean by that is I dress for the other. I dress for the other person who has a different sense of style. And I dress to say, hey, society, I'm also society. So I can decide.
Sure. Who stops and thinks they are society?
Everyone thinks they are society, but I'm also society. So the first time Ndakafeka these pink high, I'll look for a photo. It's such a cool photo. I wore these pink shoes, my high kicks, I think something like that, and they had laces. And then I wore jeans, and then I wore turquoise cross belt. So I had pink hair and I had jeans and a turquoise cross belt. And then I had my hair in some funky do. And I went to a church event. I remember everybody turning, going like, this is like 2015, 2014, thereabout. And I looked, and someone was like, your colors that you're wearing, they don't match.
They're clashing.
Said who? I said, who said?
Said all of us.
I was like, where? This meeting that just to show you how powerful society is, and we don't realize it, is up until 40 years ago, the color for boys was pink. You look it up. Look the Google. You can Google right now. Google. Take out your phones right now and
the
Google
color of who?
Boys was pink. And let me tell you why they chose pink for boys. Because they said it was sure. It's sturdy. And so they used to dress boys in pink.
So why did the definition of pink change?
And it's American. It's American culture.
Because for us, it's not.
It was merchandising. It's a whole lot to do with merchandising and selling products. It's like the whole milk thing, like the whole milk as calcium. You know, now we're like, oh, finish takanye pero. Yes, Karen. Yes. Well, up until when?
According to AI, for a short period in the late 19th and early 20th century, pink was considered a masculine color.
Yo.
Well, blue was for girls.
Oh, no way. Because then, as a grown-up, even like just as a mature woman, pink just still kind of seems like
a girly, yeah.
My little daughters.
Dambudziko redu tinobva tatonge mubhaibheri makanyora kunzi kana tazvara vana vasikana totapfekedza pink. It's true. Merchandising, and so
somebody has decided.
Yes. Can you see how impactful pop culture is? And 80s is not far. It's 80s is not far. So what they used to do for christening, actually, for kids, they'll dress them in white. You see a lot of like with royal babies and stuff like that. And they'll wear like a dress. And there was nothing wrong with that. Which is why I wrestle when people say stuff like, don't do stuff that is feminine, where someone wears... no one says that to a Nigerian man when he's wearing his traditional dress, but he's wearing a dress. No one says to a Scottish man, don't wear a skirt. So you see, there's a lot of cultural context to it and their society.
embraces it.
Mubaiberi pazvainyorwa nzapfeka hembe dze don't cross dress or whatever the case is. If someone is to wake up from 2,000 years ago and see men wearing trousers, they're going to be like, what are you doing? What's going on? They'll probably look at it like, why aren't you wearing?
Aren't you hot? Is that even comfortable? You had to run.
Is that even
what would you do?
Comfortable? Look at it. Like, they're going to be like, why are all these women's hair out? They're going to have a lot of questions. So if you go to Eswatini, where they walk around bare breast, no one's turning going like,
except Mazin.
No, but funny thing is when you're even in that context, you quickly shift. The moment you get used to it.
You reckon?
I'll show you how you get used to it. Because of the culture within our church, and because it's a diverse cultural context. I remember the first time I went to camp and everyone's wearing shorts. Wear shorts, church, eh? But think about it. You're now a bit desensitized to shorts at camp. But if you really think about it, just 10 years ago, could you go shorts? No. You can become less sensitive. Thighs don't bother you as much as but if you bring your relative, they're going to notice them. They're going to notice them. So
that's interesting. Yeah. Do you know what? I think for me the most peculiar was how, you know how like in a lot of churches, because there's the whole no drinking, no alcohol thing, people who do communion with mazoe, raspberry, but the Bible actually just talks about bread and wine.
Yeah.
So we had these guys who came in from overseas. They're from Europe somewhere. And they supported a conference. And then they are seeing this mazoe and they're saying,
what is this?
You guys don't have wine in this country? You're like, no, it's we don't drink wine. So they seemed quite confused.
Because more deep.
Where are you? Like, where are we not getting it? Like, because, and I suppose like this prophetess said, for them culturally, it's normal for families to sit at dinner and have a glass of wine and actually drink.
Yeah.
So it would make sense even just to follow the Bible that talks about wine. And I think a lot of us still do mazoe.
The mazoe example.
But it's because somebody decided that, right?
Yeah.
And thought, no, you know what, alcohol is not appropriate. But the Bible actually says.
Van by before Blackberry.
Mazoe raspberry.
Okay.
Ichiripo sha.
Oh, wow.
Dakatoyinwa the other day.
Oh, wow.
Somebody had it in their house.
So but you're like, why?
People have transitioned from... But so it's the color. People are opting to... It looks like... Even though it's not. But they could use the actual thing.
Yeah. So it is, like you're saying, it's cultural context. And what we've just then...
but also it's exactly what you're saying. It's culture, but somebody decided to we're not doing alcohol. Everybody drink mazoe. And then every church embraced it as... And
that was the person who was struggling with the alcohol. And so they felt that their struggle is the same. Everybody's struggling with the same thing. And I've had to learn that a lot to be... Which is what empathy is.
It is, yeah.
It's what empathy is.
Yeah.
This is so interesting. We haven't even said hi. we just went into this conversation, but this is what this channel is about. And would like you to know that you are our first guests.
Oh, no way.
Yes, you are.
What?
The person was meant to be our first guest. I'm going to share because you know them.
You haven't said hi. We don't know who we're talking about.
Yes.
Oh, why are we acting like we started?
We did.
Oh.
Yes. Because this is what it's meant to be like. It's just conversation.
Like there's no structure. Like it's just...
Yeah, we're just talking.
Oh, okay.
And so the people watching are a part of this conversation. And they would take what they take from it. Like, haven't we actually talked about really cool stuff? Remember when I was telling you that we're starting this channel? Josie's brain is like, so people have been asking, like, Saka, I'm like, we're just going to talk. We're just going to talk.
Okay, that's quite interesting. Okay, it didn't occur to me.
But is this not nice?
No,
Are we
it
not?
is.
Are we not covering? We've actually touched on a lot of things,
Exactly.
right? Now imagine we're like, okay, so like, what is your favorite color? Guys, we're way past that.
Be like blue. I've gone back to
Pink. But you see, Tato, not that pink is not your favorite color. Tato it's not my favorite color.
it's my daughter's favorite color, which she might change because
Yeah, and I like
she's
that.
grown up.
I always say like you don't have to have one favorite color.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, someone
I agree.
decided. So I was going to share the story for first. Who's probably going to join us at some point because I really want it to be special because he's very close to me and near and dear to me. And we have these conversations all the time. And when he's going to watch this, he's going to feel bad.
Yeah,
okay,
I feel
okay.
bad, but guess what? I'm happy and honored.
So, Josephine. And a lot of the people we're going to have on this platform are people I've had conversations like this with. And this is what it's just going to be about. We just talk about anything and everything. And this is definitely not like, this is not your last time here. Clearly, you're going to be here a lot because we've got a lot to talk about.
That we always create
And then
dates.
we end
don't
up
quite
standing.
make it.
You see, but now there's tea.
This is a lovely first.
You
We should have
see?
coffee, right?
So we're having our first date on camera.
How many have we?
We've kind of had like a few. Takangomira pakona.
And then we'll be like, no, we should do this properly.
Yes, we should do this properly. So it needed the camera to do it properly.
See, now that we're talking about cultures, all of a sudden we feel like the fact that we'll talk about it standing in church, it's not proper. But we were actually having deep conversations.
The other one was at your house though.
Yeah, that was actually really
good. And I was so late.
That provoked a lot for me,
Shame.
actually.
I don't even think I ended up going to work that day.
No way. But we talked about some really deep stuff.
It was. We ended up going and opened, and we talked about a few things that we may not want to preempt, but talked about book writing and stuff. And I'm speaking today to a group of girls later, and I was almost tempted to title the message the name of my book, but I'm like, no, it's right here. I'll keep it here.
Josephine. Safe. Right.
Because it's gonna be it's not gonna be the first book. It's too personal. I wouldn't be able to handle it.
No way, really.
I wouldn't be.
Okay.
Because it's definitely going to ruffle feathers.
In an amazing way, though.
Yes, but people don't like to be challenged of their way of thinking. We don't like it. We don't, even if it's not going to affect you. You know, even ndikataura kuti kumba kwangu inini ndoda kudaiso ndoda kuchinja ndoisa kitchen yangu kuti ndiite red.
Like why? Who does
like,
it? Why do you want to have
zviitwe izvozvo. When I got married, I didn't want to have extensions in my hair. I'd already gotten on this whole natural hair thing. And we got married the same year, 2014.
You mean like for the actual wedding?
Yes.
On the wedding day?
Yes. You see, you're flinching. Yeah.
Yes.
So, and then my cousin says to me, "Aiwa skana yazvinzwa." Tinoi Isai Madaniela.
Nyashaà azvinzwaro.
Ndikati, my hair is amazing. I've got really good hair. By then I hadn't started my blog. But I got beautiful hair. And I'm like, no, my hair can do it on its own. So the compromise, I put like 2 lines on the day. Just 2 lines, just to
Of extension. Just to make it
add
longer.
the bun. but it was mostly my hair. I was like, nails. My cousin painted my nails whilst my makeup was being done. And makeup was not yet a thing. But vaenda kunana greater means kana wango advanced.
Whoever is selling makeup.
Yes. But I had a friend who knew a German makeup artist.
Oh,
yes. So I actually had...
In 2014?
In 2014. My makeup looks like what people do now.
Oh, no way.
Yes. And so it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. It looks...
I was a little whiter. Than I needed to be.
Did you have a professional photographer though? Because also
no, it helped. The professional photographer made a difference. Because now when you see the video, you can see that my makeup was a little lighter than my actual skin. Don't laugh, please. This was my wedding. Right. But at least I don't know what the photographer did. So she helped to sort of
sort it out.
But my goodness. I think it's when you look, because then on the actual day it was one of those don't look.
Yeah. And remember, we were at the dawn of Chimira Utashama serious pamchat.
Yeah.
But prior to that, you had to be serious.
And you couldn't smile.
You couldn't smile.
Otherwise, you
was
were bad
weird.
Murora shit.
That was weird, right? Like,
wakashandukira.
If I had gotten married 10 years prior, they would have... Because already even in 2014, I did a few kujandukira things that had people alarmed. Like the first one saying to my mom-in-law soon after to say, something happened. And so we went, she's really going to enjoy watching these things. Bless her soul, she knows I'm this way. I mean, it's been 11 years and she's known me for 15. I love you so much. So we go to Blawayo for another reception because we had things here. And then it was the following weekend. So Tashika, we sleep the following morning. So Ray and I were at NAS together. I'd known this family for 5 years. I'd known them. It wasn't just Ray. After school, because we did the same program. I was at their house. I spent so much time, family events. By the time we got married, it was like, oh, okay.
The next thing.
Everybody knew me.
Okay.
So we had a dynamic. We had a relationship and everything. And my my jeans and stuff like that. So I didn't get a memo on the transition
expected.
Yes. So the first thing I remember was the being asked in the morning. So she asked me, says, Reaj kaere. Then I was like, I don't know. Because we used to come from school and would make lunch together.
Okay.
Like we would do everything together. Because mambo. So I wouldn't like, but we used to cook in their house. Like just, but it wasn't like Dandukta Chirora. It was just we're eating. We're hungry. And I like food. I'm a foodie. So I'll be like, I'm going to cook for you guys today. But it wasn't like I'm trying to be Murora. So now I'm like, I don't know. But I'll ask him. She goes, no, but now walk for Nakumu. And I'm like, God, don't think so. Because
girl, what's wrong with you?
Because I'm like, ma'am,
he's now your Lord. Yeah. He's now the Lord of the household.
So then that happened. And then I think something else happened as well. So I was like, this is not going... we need to talk about this quick. And I wasn't even as liberal as I am now. I wasn't even as open as I am now. Because I gathered up my guts. Somehow we ended up on the dining table and I said to her, I don't see this working out. I think we need to create our own thing. Because I think there's a lot of expectations of what people expect.
How old were you having this conversation?
25.
Oh, no way.
I really, I think Holy Spirit carried me in that conversation. Because I remember trying to communicate and express. And it took us a while. But I love where we are now. We talk about a lot of things, me and my mom-in-law, where I'm able to express how I feel about things. And she's able to express how she feels about certain things.
And
whether we agree or not, yeah, but
at least you clearly understand where the other person is coming from.
Because I truly think when people get married, the thing that I hear the most being said is ta ne mwana, ta gaina mwana. No one says we've gained a maid. So I'm
people
like,
just say that, Nyashaà.
But I take it to heart. I take it to heart.
How many people mean it?
I think at the core, we actually we are excited.
For me, I've just heard it too much as an anthem. I don't know how many people. So you see, it's one thing to say, it's another to actually process it.
Yeah.
And understand if you're saying you've gained a child, what does that actually mean?
Yeah.
Are they going to walk into your home and also just be part of the family like your children are?
Yes.
You know, without
that was
you
my
looking at them. Because you're saying, yes, they're a child, but the lens with which you're perceiving them from is completely different. It's like, yeah, child, yeah. But has he eaten?
No, but I'm like,
all of a sudden.
Have I eaten? So
yes, has he eaten?
No, so my thing is, and even if we're going to this could go on for a long conversation, but I think where I was searching for that reference is I realized very early on in life that there actually isn't a full-on instruction on how to wife,
yeah, and it differs with.
And fortunately for me, what I'd been told to kitchen party, and I raised the alarm within 2 weeks. I know some
good for
2 weeks.
You were so mature.
2 weeks. We got married on 29 March.
Sure.
Week 1 was traveling and what. Week 2, we had to go back to work early. Okay. That week was grueling. By the end of that week, I said, Raymond, pane era pano.
Steve era.
Because I was like,
it's not working.
We get home like 6:37. Ndakutanga ubika kwanza ndofana ubika ka. Ndaisa hembe at least I had a washing machine. Ndaload a washing machine.